The Silicon Valley was an exciting place to grow up in. There was so much innovation and so many people trying to chase the bag that I wanted that. I wanted a life where I could just spend as much money as I wanted. And now that I'm an executive assistant, I see what people are doing. I watch my executives, they climb the corporate ladder, they get to the top, and they don't live the life that I want. They make $250,000, they travel around the world, but they're confined to that job. They still sit in an hour of traffic every day and just devoting their lives to this 9-to-5 job. That's not the lifestyle I want. I want to be able to travel the world, to give back to my community, and to have a big house to share with the people that need a home or friends that need a place to stay. So that's why I want to start a business. I want a business so I can have a fast lane to a rich lifestyle. I want to be able to provide for my current family and my future family and for all my friends in the Bay Area. So as I'm building my business, I was just thinking about these 5 ideas and these 5 habits that I've learned that other people in their 20s I've just seen learn too late. The first idea is maximizing your energy through fitness. So fitness was very important to me just growing up. It was a way for me to develop discipline. It was a way for me to do hard things when I did not feel like them. And whenever I committed to that, I was always able to see results. I went from a scrawny kid trying to do 30 push-ups a day to being a pretty buff guy, to gaining confidence in myself. And it was through that I've just learned that what I do in fitness also applies to business, that I can take all that discipline, all that energy of doing the things I don't like and seeing the results that grow from doing the things I dislike. So there was a story I really love from the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's called Sharpening the Saw. Imagine you're walking down this forest and you see this man cutting down a tree with a rusted saw, and you tell this man, like, hey, if you just stop and sharpen your saw, you could cut down that tree a lot faster. He looks back at you and says, I'm sorry bro, I can't, I got a tree to cut down. And you're just thinking to yourself, man, if he only just took the time to sharpen his saw, he could get the job done so much quicker. That was a huge lesson for me, that I needed to sharpen my saw, which is just through my physical fitness, to maximize my energy so that I could pour it into my business. What I learned in the gym, I get to take to my business. When I hit my mental limits, I found out I can push through more. That through a workout, when I feel like giving up, I can actually push through my mental barriers. That the only thing holding me back is myself. And it's these lessons I take from the gym that I could apply to my business that I found other people learn too late as well. So the second idea I have is just trusting in God more. So I'm a devoted Christian, and I believe that to listen to God's word is to read the Bible. So I'm not here to tell you what you believe in, but I do believe that if you don't have God in your life, it's just really hard to find direction. And for me, I know who my guiding voice is, and that's by reading the Bible. Through reading the Bible that I've just learned what my values are, and helps me stay on the right path because I just know where my values align. So there's this really cool story in the book of Matthew. It's this testimony of his disciple to Jesus, and it says, no one can serve 2 masters. No one can serve both God and money at the same time. And this verse really stuck out to me because as just an entrepreneur, being someone always thinking about money, I can't have a rule above me. I can think of so many examples, so many great movies just made about men being consumed by greed. I just recently watched Killers of the Flower Moon. Leonardo DiCaprio did so great, and he plays so great greedy men, but they consume them. There's always a downfall, and I can't have that. I can't veer towards that path. And it's through reading the Bible for me that I could stay on the right path, because I know my mission, which is to bless others. I want to bless my family and bless others. And I know who the true master is, that I don't deserve anything. I don't deserve this house I'm currently in or this family that I have, but I'm blessed to have both parents still. And it's the giver of good gifts that I recognize who that is. And when I get my good gift, I'm gonna give it all back to him. So the third idea I have is just controlling my attention. Our attention spans are just so limited nowadays because everything's trying to capture it. It's our marketing company's most valuable asset is just our personal attention. And so many things are just taking that away from me. And instead of pouring into my business or spending time with the people I love, I get consumed by social media, for example. So there was this really great experiment done by Stanford where they took two groups of college students and tasked them with trying to tackle this impossible quiz. So both groups were given a plate of freshly baked cookies and a plate of radishes. So they told one group, you can eat the radishes, but you can't eat the cookies. And they told the other group, you can't eat the cookies, but you can eat the radishes. So what they found out was the group of students that had to resist the temptation of eating the cookies, they quit the quiz a lot faster than the other students that were able to eat the cookies, because they had to fight the temptation of eating the cookies at the same time while trying to mathematically solve something that was impossible. So this whole experiment concluded that attention and willpower is just a finite source. That was very eye-opening for me because we are not a bottomless well of energy. Our attention is limited and I need to take control of that. So someone from my church actually gave me a very powerful tool. It's this app called Block It, all in one word, where it'll crawl through my social media and block all the feeds and stories. So right now it only works on the web browsers. So I only have my personal laptop. So with like Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, for example, all the feeds and stories are just blank. And it's amazing that I only have access to DMs, so I can still keep in touch with people, but I can't see any content because the people I really care in my life, they have my number, they know how to reach me, and I'll actually get to know them and hear all the life updates that matter. I don't need to know someone from high school if they're having their second baby because I haven't talked to them in 10 years. They respectfully don't matter in my life anymore. And it's with Block It that's just really helped me just focus time and attention correctly. I don't have that twitch to access my phone that much. I get to be able to focus most of my energy undistracted on my business now. And so many of my peers, they get so distracted through social media, anime, video games, and we just don't have all the time and attention in the world to do that. And so right now, before you make that mistake, you want to harness your attention. So for the fourth idea I have in mind is to find your community. Too oftentimes as entrepreneurs, we fall into the trap of monk mode. Yes, it's nice to have a season where we can focus on just focusing on our business, but when we forget to just socialize with other human beings, we lose a part of our humanity. I found that when I entered a season of monk mode, I slowly became cold to others. Life felt so much worse. I realized that we're a gift to each other. I'm a gift to you and you're a gift to me. That it's a pun, no pun intended. Our presence is a gift. And in this book that I've been reading called Tribes by Seth Godin, it talks about the need for human connection and socialization. We need each other to be able to take each other up and cultivate each other and raise each other into better human beings, because no human being can truly do something by themselves or alone. And I've just learned that for myself. I've learned over this past year, I need to find my tribe. I need to see them more often. And my tribe is my best friends, Hayden and Riley. So we were roommates in college and we were best friends as well, but we all shared this love for entrepreneurship. We all desired to have a business for ourselves so that we too can also just live the life we want to live. And not all other 27-year-olds have that vision. Like most of the people my age that I hang out with in the Bay Area all just love watching anime or playing video games, and I'm just not about that. But it's with these guys in particular, Hayden and Riley, that I really find joy in what I do and will carry me to be my best. These guys, they've seen me at the lowest of lows and want to see me at the highest of highs. Yet there is physical separation between us. Hayden's in Los Angeles and Riley's in San Diego, while I'm up here in the Bay Area. So it's really hard to see each other. Something that I've done is just place on our calendars a monthly catch-up call where we just get to catch each other's lives and see what we're doing and how we can best support and help each other. And I try to see them once a year in person because there's nothing like in-person human connection. So I encourage you to find your tribe. Don't go through this journey alone. You want to find people who can support you and encourage you to do your best. And the fifth and final tip I have is to commit to your calendar. So I'm an EA by trade, so I play calendar Tetris in my 9 to 5. So I help my executives maximize their time and energy by organizing their calendar so they don't have to worry about the small stuff. When they look at their calendar, they get to see what they have to do and they commit to it and they just get stuff done. The results come their way because they commit to it. So in this book, The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks, there's this thing called Einstein time, named after Albert Einstein, means that time is relative. We are the masters of our time. So there's this really cool quote that says, an hour with our loved one feels like a fleeting minute, but a 1 minute touching a hot stove feels like a long hour. And that just means that time is relative. So when you say I have no time, you're trying to say you're a victim of time. And you can change that language with Einstein time to, instead of going to the gym, I chose to watch personal development YouTube videos. So we all have 24 hours in our day, but it's about what we choose to do with it that really maximizes our output. There's another tool that's helped me maximize my output, which is this ideal calendar. And it's this Excel spreadsheet that I use to just model my ideal week. So how I want my Mondays to look like, where I want certain meetings to go, when I want to take showers, and so forth. So it creates this really semi-strict routine just to optimize my energy and time together. It helps me visualize when I'm at my best, how I can be at my best, so I can continue to do my best. And it's with this tool that I can commit to my calendar so I can see the best results in my business, in my relationships, and in overall life. So I encourage you to do the same. I can link the calendar template below for you to fill out, make your own. These are 5 ideas that I've been thinking of when I was building my business that I found that people in their 20s learn too late. I want to help you guys just maximize your time and energy and help you find direction in life. And if you find yourself in a new role or a new setting and struggling with imposter syndrome, you can click here to view my latest video on how to overcome imposter syndrome with these specific tools that I use to combat doubt and build that confidence in this new position. So thank you so much for watching and listening. If you're interested in hearing more about productivity, time, and energy management, you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. I'll catch you in the next video.